Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Combat specifically. Right, if you're wanting to learn how to get good at combat in this game, the first thing you need to do, which you'll get the opportunity fairly soon after the prologue, to come to Captain Bernard to do some training. And I suggest you stay with Captain Bernard for at least an hour and do all the training that he offers, and your skills will improve dramatically for the rest of the game. So I will give you some tips on the combat. The best thing you can learn from Captain Bernard is the block and the parry. Now specifically, when you see the light up green dead in the center, that's it, see it? You press left 1 on the PlayStation controller and that will block and parry. There you go, block, parry. And if you do a move immediately after, you've got a decent chance of hitting your opponent. Now Captain Bernard's one of the best swordsmen in the game, if not the best. See, it works most of the times if you time it right. As soon as you see it light up green, you hit it, and then you go for it with some slashes and stabs. I find personally the stab technique to be the best. See, look at that. Block, parry, there you go. It works really, really well. By using this technique, I've actually fought off about 4 or 5 fairly heavily armed opponents at a bandit camp once. It only really gets problematic if they all start attacking you at once, and you absolutely must make sure that they stay in front of you. If you start getting surrounded by them, you've no chance, you'll be dead very quickly. It's very realistic, the combat in this game. So you just keep doing that. As soon as you see it light up green, manage your stamina, because you'll run out of stamina, and be clever on what weapon you use. I prefer the short sword, but this technique will work on pretty much everything, any weapon that you choose to use. I just prefer the short sword. So he's going to teach us the master stroke now, which is an even better addition to the block and parry. If you time it perfectly, the block and parry, you will do immediate riposte, as they call it, which is like an immediate attack. See, he's showing you how to do it on yourself there. That's it. See, if you time it perfectly, time it now, block, parry, riposte. Block, parry, riposte. It's a fantastic move. So that's the block, parry and the riposte. Get you out of many, many situations. Now if you come up against a bandit or a soldier that's not particularly well armed, if you block one move and get one hit in, sometimes you'll take him down with one hit depending on how powerful you are. So next thing, you want to be practicing your combos. I'll be honest, I don't use these that often. I tend to stick to the block, parry and the riposte, and it's done me really, really well in pretty much all situations. But this is another technique that works really, really well. It's the combinations. So he's showing you there on the combinations what to do. 1, 2, 3. So he's doing combinations, and then it'll be your turn. They're a bit harder to pull off the combinations, but when you do pull them off, they're more powerful and they're unblockable. So it's showing you up top right there which ones to do. There you go, I did it. I wasn't fast enough there. You've got to get the rhythm just right with these. I was too slow again. I mean, the combat in this game is just stunning. It really is. Early on in the game, you don't think you can live with this combat because you just get your ass handed to you constantly. It's so difficult. There you go, got him again. But once you get used to the combat, you feel an absolute badass. You really, really do in this game. It's probably the best combat I've ever played in a first-person game. There we go, got him again with the 3 combos. So practice all these things with Captain Bernard, master strokes, combinations, just full-on practice, and it will up your stats, and you will keep improving your sword ability and warfare. Everything will improve as you're doing this. So you could literally stay here for a good 2-3 hours if you chose to. By the end of it, you'll be absolutely really powerful knight. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm choosing to practice with him. Just a short sword, no shield, with the practice swords. And I suggest you just use the practice. If you use the real swords, you'll get wounded. So you just keep everything that you've practiced, you just practiced here. You block, parry and riposte, which me personally I think are the best. Block, parry, riposte, there we go, you see. They are the easiest to pull off, I think. It's just about timing. There we go. Yeah, he got me. He's going to get you quite a few times, is Captain Bernard, because he's literally one of the best swordsmen in the game. There's very few swordsmen I've come across in this game that are even close to him. Some of them are pretty good, don't get me wrong, but especially if they've got a lot of armour on, they're really, really hard to take down. Now, for those that have got loads of armour on, the best way to go at them is with a blunt weapon. You'll take them down faster than you will with a sword. So the less armour they've got on, the sword's the best option, really, I think. If they're fully kitted out in a full, powerful suit of armour, then you probably could do with a blunt weapon, which I have used a couple of times. But I still prefer the sword on most occasions. I've only had to use a spiked warhammer, which is a blunt weapon, on 2 or 3 occasions. So you can just keep going at it for literally as often as you want and as long as you want with Captain Bernard to up your skills. Now if you're fairly new to the game, I've come back to Captain Bernard to do all this for you. So I'm reasonably powerful anyway in the game. But you'll be levelling up faster than I have been. That's it. Keep it going. So you just keep it going, you keep your practice up, you keep it going till you perfect it, till you feel really comfortable. If you can get some good hits in on Captain Bernard, you're going to do well out there against the bandits, unless you come up against a full-on knight, and then you might be struggling a bit, but you won't come across them particularly often. I can't tell you how good the combat is in this game, guys. It's so realistic. But I'll be honest, early on playing this game, I really didn't think I could get into the combat in this game. I died so many times. The first 10 hours of this game, the combat is just a joke because it's just so difficult. It really was frustrating me. But everything I'd seen, videos on this game, I'd all said the same when it came to the combat. Give it time, you'll get better at it. And it's true. It's not only the combat, it's everything in the game, whether it be horsemanship, anything, alchemy, speech, charisma, everything it gets better as you get better in the game and you practice at them. Archery as well is really difficult. I'm still not particularly good at archery, but I have improved a little bit. Initially, trying to shoot hares and boars with these arrows when you're going hunting, and using like 30 arrows to hit one hare, it's ridiculously hard. So I'm going to leave it playing now. Just keep watching. Keep practicing what I've told you in regards to the combat. The key is to block and parry as soon as you see that green shield come up right in the middle, and then attack immediately. Thanks very much for watching, everybody, and if you found this guide useful, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's really helpful. Give the video a like as well. I'd love to hear your comments. Are you enjoying the game? I've got some other Kingdom Come videos up on my channel, and I'm likely to do some more too. I'm going to do a review in a couple of days when I've pretty much completed the game. I'm probably about halfway through the game now. Absolutely loving it, taking my time with it. I won't rush a game like this. So if you're having doubts about this game, and if you like a really good old-fashioned RPG that really doesn't hold your hand, but it's fantastic, then this is the game for you guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the game.